good thing I paid attention. If I wouldn't have said anything, I would have totally missed this. I'm recording it too, so I guess we start from here. I'm driving to the airport, picking up my son, and I'm on FSD 14.2.2.5. I have just received a noise cancelling update. Okay, that was good. Just received a noise cancelling update, which should show up in audio. Yeah, I'm paying attention. Here it is. Okay, whatever that does, I don't know. I haven't noticed any difference. But one difference that I have noticed so far is that when you, with the latest update, I cannot drive manually anymore without the seatbelt. So it does throw you into parking right away, into P, and disengages whatever direction you want to go, backwards, forwards. So that's not really the best if you want to just move your car real quick in the driveway or so. And then I have some wind noise from the cables that I have coming through the door, but it should be fine. Okay, so to explain a few things, I am using Starlink to stream, and I use a computer, 2 GoPro cameras, and my microphone that I have here on my chest with a magnet. And that's how this whole thing works here. I will explain a little bit more further down the road when there are more viewers, so not to repeat myself too many times. But yeah, off we go to the international airport terminal. Actually, that's a good question. I need to see if we're really going there, because I think we are not. Yeah, we are not going there. We are going here. We want to go here. I pay attention. International hourly parking. That's where I want to go. So we edit the trip. Remove the north terminal and recalculate the whole thing. Please don't tell me it's more finicky now with paying attention. And then we want to go to the city. All right. I also should be able, if there is anything that I want to remember in any way, I can hit a key on my keyboard and it should place a marker on the video. So again, I'm recording the videos too. It's not just what you see here. It will be recorded anyway with X, but there will be, some areas where this is where the stream will drop, perhaps when I'm going underneath of a bridge, or the Starlink dish is not really aligned. And so yeah, when that happens, as you may see, then the video will kind of stop. But I'm recording it on my laptop as well, so it should be possible to have some meaningful recording later that I can upload, which has, from what I can see, a pretty good quality on the laptop. So it would be even better than what you see right now. So yeah, off we go. It's a distance of 1 hour and 18 minutes for 49 miles, roughly 50 miles. And I should actually make it in time. So yeah. One thing I can do, probably will not at this point, is I could go on the express lane. That's kind of a bit boring. Actually, let me perhaps put it in hurry. Okay, so now that's the speed where those cables start hitting the glass roof from the wind. So should probably make a video about this whole setup too. Okay, bridge coming, so the stream will stop for a second. I don't know, maybe there's a little bit less sound now here in the cabin. It feels like it. The only way to figure this one out is to basically turn the noise cancelling off. But it could be. Who knows? I wasn't really so bothered with the whole noise anyway. It's not really loud in here. So that's not too bad. But it is windy today. Or if it is not windy, then it's because of the noise cancelling. And I'm hearing the wind more now, so I don't really see the trees moving. So maybe it's the noise cancelling taking some of the noise off, and therefore I hear the wind more. So there is a ton of traffic in the downtown area, and I think there's construction, yeah. But I don't know. I have to see. But the advantage is basically I can use the HOV lane. Sorry, I'm kind of still monitoring traffic here. Even though I'm on self-driving, it's supervised, so you need to pay attention, and that's what I'm doing. So sometimes when I start saying something and then all of a sudden in the middle I stop, it's because I'm looking at stuff, and that's basically what's going on. So now it went into the express lane on its own. I do not know if I have the settings. I have the settings for the HOV lane, but there's no setting for the express lane. So if you would end up in this lane like I am right now, and you don't have, well, I can't really show this right now because it's not on camera, but I have a sticker. It's called Peach Pass. And with the Peach Pass, I am able to drive in this lane, and I'm paying for it. That was until last year, September, it was for free. And then the 10 years expired, the law that was on the books for EVs and fuel alternative vehicles to be riding for free here in this lane, that ended. And so now everybody has to pay whatever the price is here. So I had a green license plate, a special license plate, to be here in this lane. It was very helpful commuting to work and whatnot. So over all those years, it was nice. But it came to an end last year, so no more free stuff here traveling on that express lane. I have somebody in a pickup truck right behind me who I am pretty sure wants to go faster than I am going right now. But I'm in a hurry. If I go and switch to if I switch to Mad Max, it will go way past the speed limit. So I don't want to do this right now. So don't want to set myself up here for having my own recording of speeding. Not that I would speed anyway. So it does get out of the lane. Awesome. We should go then. And so this person probably thinks I'm a bit stupid. The way I just changed lanes, it was kind of hesitant. It could actually go over, but it didn't. So there you go. Burn your gas. That is more expensive right now. So we are hogging the left lane, but there's much anyway that we can do at this point. So very consistent with two viewers here. One of them might even be my wife. I sent her the link for the live stream. Okay, let me see what the traffic looks like here. So far it's okay. And are we still recording? Seems like it, yeah. I'm pretty sure the microphone is not picking up the noise that I have from the cables above me here hitting the glass roof every now and then. Okay, so we are going back into the express lane. And actually, before you could go, that was kind of going over the double white line. I'm still in a hurry, and you know what? Let me do. No, either way. I was just thinking of maybe posting the. Yeah, I could probably do that. Post this one. Put this back here. And here we go. Nice day. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how this whole new chat thing works here. Okay. So whenever I go underneath of a bridge, I will lose the stream just for a little bit. So that the picture might freeze. It might freeze anyway every now and then if the Starlink signal is weak, but nevertheless, going underneath of a bridge does, kill the signal, which, by the way, I'm now thinking if I'm going through the city, yeah, I will. Then I have longer, well, actually, the bridges are not necessarily longer, but me spending time underneath of it will be if there's stop and go traffic. So if that happens, then that happens. There's not much I can do at this point. I could switch to my hotspot. Excuse me. Could switch to my hotspot, and then stream from there. But instead, I will just perhaps upload my recording later. And so if there are some areas where it was freezing and I'm saying something and there is something that would be interesting to see, but it's not streaming because of the signal, then there's the recording where you can see it even in better quality than, or not just better, but in way better quality than the streaming is right now. So that's the whole point of my setup. And being able to do this kind of elegantly without having to take out microchip cards from the GoPros and transfer files and so on, because it is recording to the computer as we speak right now in a higher quality. Not necessarily the same quality as the GoPro itself, and that's because I don't really want to record that much on files, because I'm recording 3 different files right now. The mix that you see, the camera from the roof, and then the camera inside the cabin are all being recorded simultaneously on the hard disk as 3 separate video files. And so I can mix this together any way I want afterwards. And that's the point here of my investment into more equipment. Yeah. So still about 50 minutes to go, but we see about that. It's already reported. Yeah, if every day would be as nice as this one, which it could be if you live in California, then live streaming would be very easy, especially with this setup. So I had different cameras on the roof in the rain and actually in the snow as well, and that was kind of an interesting experience because the snow was sticking to the camera that I had on the roof, and yeah, so you couldn't really see anything anymore. So I had to switch to the inside of the cabin, and the wiper wasn't really doing a good job, so it was all kind of a glare and streaks on the windshield from the windshield wiper fluid and the snow, cold temperatures, ice mix, salt, whatever. So, yeah. Let's see if somebody. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, the Chattanooga charge is coming up on the 20th, so we all come to a stop. It's coming up on the 20th, next weekend. I will be there on Friday and Saturday. Going together with a friend and previous co-worker. He's driving his own Tesla, so he said he might as well. If this is all about, meeting with electric cars, he wants to use his own car. So shout out to Victor whenever he's seeing this. So this is very bad here on the left hand side. We set a marker to see if this works and how this works. Yeah, I think the only thing that I could do to make the video stream a bit better is to go further down in the bit rate, and yeah, let me see how this works with the recording, and then later upload the recorded the recorded file video. That might be better. I know nobody is watching this most likely anyway, but you never know. And actually I might even upload it to YouTube. Why not? Doesn't hurt me. It can only generate views and engagement for people that want to say something about it. Where does it want me to go now? Okay. Yep. Here we go. Doesn't matter what day it is. That was a nice color. The Tesla. What day it is, there's always traffic here. Always. Somebody lost their trailer, a little tiny trailer. So again, I have a Peach Pass sticker, and that's the reason why I'm able to be in this lane here. If it was for me driving on FSD and not having this sticker, I would have incurred a hefty fine right now for using this lane and not having paid for it. So that goes for this lane, and this goes perhaps for the for other lanes in Florida or so with the Sun Pass. I think South Carolina, North Carolina has those lanes too. There are other states that have those paid lanes, but if you don't pay attention to it, then you might end up having to pay quite a, quite some money. And the lane ends here, as you could see right now. It will now seamlessly go over into an HOV lane where you need to have 2 people or more in the car in order to use this lane. However, again, since I have this green license plate, I'm able to stay in this lane. So if FSD would take me into this lane, or not, it wouldn't really matter to me because I can do it. But if your car is not equipped with the necessary means of being in this lane, then you would have to either signal right now, or actually I think you can say you don't want to be in HOV lanes. That's one thing. You could go into your settings and could say avoid. Oh, okay. So I could also say avoid tolls and avoid highway, but it still doesn't tell me about HOV lanes. Either way, I know there's a setting. I don't want to look for it right now. Yeah, most of what I'm driving right now used to be my commute to work. And I'm kind of glad of not having to do this anymore by working from home. Obviously, a different job, but I don't miss having to go this way every day, every day, every day of the week. It's just painful. And I kind of feel for everybody who would have the opportunity to work from home, or technically easily could work from home with everything they have, but have somebody, there's something laying on the road here, leaves, cardboard. But they have a management or a CEO ownership of the company or whatever that is not thinking that this is a good thing. They want to see their employees sitting somewhere in a cubicle, even though sometimes you can't see them because you have cubicle walls, so you would have to go around. But it's kind of, yeah, don't get me started on all of this. So here we go. I-85 South. And since I have more than 10 people, I will explain the whole setup again. I have 2 GoPro cameras, a GoPro 12 and a GoPro 13 that I just got. And one is in the cabin, one is on the roof. Both of them have a max lens, which means they give you a little bit of a fisheye view, but a wider field of view. So that's why you see a little bit more to the side of the car. Both of them have a media mod, that's how it's called. And with the media mod, you are able to connect a USB to keep the camera charged. You have an HDMI output, HDMI mini, that you can then connect to a capture card, something like this here. And with the capture card, I'm going directly into the computer. I have a wireless microphone, so that's being clipped to my chest. That's recording the audio. And so yeah, that's going into the computer. And on the computer itself, I have a software named OBS, 3 letters, OBS. And that's quite awesome. You can mix, the cameras any way you want to, rotate it, resize it. And actually, I forgot my watermark. Need to copy this over because I don't have it on this computer. Um, so where are we going? I don't want to go off. So it wants me. No, 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 no. What is it doing? Why are we here? I don't want to get off here. Okay, I might take over because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to get off here. Nope. It wanted me to go up here on Peachtree Road and take me in parallel, but I don't want to do this. So um, I disengaged because I didn't want to go that way. So here we are. Was that disengagement necessary? No. Could I have prevented it differently? Yes, I could have put a marker somewhere and then, go like that. But either way, I disengaged. So disengagement because I chose to do so, because I think I know better. So there you have it. Back to the setup. OBS is what I'm using to in order to stream. So I set up a stream on studio.x.com. Let me go into Mad Max and then see if we can go into the express lane. If it does that. Yeah, so going to studio.x.com into the producer tab, and then there I set up my stream, and that's how I'm basically doing this whole thing here. And OBS on top of it allows me to also record what I'm streaming to the hard disk of the computer. So therefore I got a new computer with a 2 terabyte hard disk, an M5 Max chip, in order to make sure that those issues I had before where it was recording, but it was just one image. The audio was going, but the video was not, recorded. It was an image that was just still. So that should not be the scenario anymore, and therefore I'm able to extract the recordings in better quality. So there you have it. Spending money for a hobby, because I sure do not get any money from streaming, publishing, or YouTube. And that's not my goal. If this would happen, would be nice, but I don't want to get into this whole business of having to produce content in order to make a living out of it. So, nope. If you could kind of just bypass all the hard work and jump right into a Mr. Beast status, so then I wouldn't mind doing this. But yeah, not so much right now. Okay, so I don't see any chat messages. Thanks for tuning in to everybody who is watching. I know this is not, it gets boring, oh Lord, more and more, because there's not really much happening when you know, when you drive on FSD, but every now and then something interesting happens, and that's not bad when you live stream. So, are we going over in the other lane? So far, we stay in this lane. I switched over to Mad Max, but it seems like we just stick to this lane here. The HOV lane doesn't seem to go faster. So, it seems to work where we are right now. That's one thing you are not allowed to do here in Georgia, lane splitting. Um, Anybody from California would think you can, but you can't here in Georgia. So now it's trying, yeah, see, this is what I don't want. No, I don't want to go this way. So it's trying to get me off here again and then go around. And I don't think it even saves some time, 45 minutes. It's actually faster going this way here, so I don't want to get off. I might disengage again, so not necessary. And I don't even know how to prevent this other than maybe add some sort of marker somewhere on the interstate. But then what? You know, it's kind of like I'm getting into the business of rearranging my route and then removing those markers because I sure don't want to stop there. So let me turn off the indicator and see if I can force my way on the connector here. Or let me change the settings to only change the route when I saving like 15 minutes or so in difference. Okay. Still doing some rerouting here. Still wants to get me to get off. What is actually going on here altogether? How many viewers do I have? 13. Obviously, going through the city is a bit more interesting, but I'm also on my way to pick up my son from the airport. And he's en route. Sorry. Um, Arriving at 4:42. Arriving at 4:42. That should still be enough time to make it. I guess maybe I go the street way. Let's just see. I know if I go the street way, I have some issues with streaming amongst those buildings. But let's see. Again, in order to avoid what I'm doing right now, I would have had to disengage. I didn't want to go this way. I wanted to continue on the interstate. Um, no real option for me to do that. So there you have it. So instead of standing over there, I will end up standing over here in a minute. Oh, okay. So I know what it is. There's some construction going on where those lanes are being merged. Okay, so now I'm losing my signal. Um, being under the bridge, and it should come back now. Um, the thing is, there's construction going on, so multiple lanes will be closed. So that's what it is. Can't believe we have like 80 degrees outside. And it was freezing like last night, the night before. Okay. So to the right of me, the car that was just driving by, that is not a travel lane. That's an emergency lane. So doing so would surely get you a ticket if police would see it and be able to get to you. What is my microphone battery level? Um, I should take my glasses off. I was just thinking, why is this not coming on? But my glasses are polarized, and trying to look at this screen here um, with my glasses on, I do not see anything. So that was fun. You know what? Let's go through the city. No, this takes 40 minutes. Well, I don't know. Actually, let me go this way. This takes 32 minutes. This takes 32 minutes. All right, fun times here. I hope my camera is not overheating on the roof in the sunlight without any wind from driving. So I believe, oh, I do have messages. So how does this work now? I don't see it on my phone, but they are on my computer. Dang. Thanks for reposting the stream. Um, so yeah, I don't know. This whole X Communicate here is, I don't know what it is, but it sure isn't. It sure ain't working, as they say. Open live video. I don't see a chat message. Now I see it. Hi, bro. So now it came in. It's like, come on, Mr. Musk. Get this in order. This is ridiculous. Again, I wanted to stay on the interstate. I forgot to kind of pay attention to what cars had been next to me. Obviously, I can look this up on the video and then see, how many cars passed me. But right now, not fun. And I think the way it's getting me back onto the interstate is on the express lane entrance. No. Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever, as they say in California. So I'm on Mad Max FSD version 14.2.2.5, and I just received the latest update that has the noise cancelling, which a lot of people had some sort of interesting experiences with. They couldn't find it, but it seems to be further down. Like it's an update that came with 2026.2.6.1, and then the latest update just kind of rolled out, doing some minor fixes and including other things. So whatever that was kind of strange. Um, but yeah, looks like I am gonna be late for the airport. So it looks like everybody wants to get over into the right lane, but I do not want to. Why are we not going this way? No. Okay. So we could have made it if I would have just been a bit more aggressive driving myself and going over to the left lane and looking ahead. I could have made this light by driving manually, but then again, if you are driving on FSD, there's no such a thing. And if it gets to a point where it is unsupervised, then it really doesn't matter anymore because you just sit in the car and will be driven wherever you want to go. And it's just figuring things out. If I would have been in a Waymo, there wasn't anything I could have done right now. And Waymo is offering services here in Atlanta. So, just to let you guys know, if I'm turning left and go through the city, there are some high-rise buildings. With my Starlink, I may have limited service and therefore limited streaming. So my settings on the software will try to reconnect the stream, and so over time that should basically reconnect and start working again. But just to let you know, that's the experience you may witness. So there's nothing I can do other than switching over to a cellular hotspot, and I don't want to do this because it's not really necessarily much better. And I would have to, I don't want to do this right now. This laptop is new. I have not set up the hotspot on there yet, so I would have to type the password. Um, yeah, that's because I'm using an Android phone. Um, I could use the hotspot from the iPhone that obviously seems to connect easily. But again, I'm not here to fiddle around with if this here. I just drive and let it work because I'm recording it too. So we are turning right here. No, not yet. Let me see. Technically could have, but it is not. Yeah. We should still make it blocking the road here. Not good. So the guy with the scooter is pretty bold too, I have to say. That was a bold move too, but FSD is very friendly for situations like this, and excuse me, so it lets people in. I don't know if this was really something that would save time, but nevertheless, what can you do? Sometimes I wonder if people that walk by and read my Andy's a German on the side of the car, if they go and try to figure out what that means, find it on X and may have an X account and then see themselves walking down the road because there is a delay. Um, so if one would do this, you know, really quickly, they could see themselves walking by. So again, I'm in Mad Max. I'm trying to turn right here. Um, we should still be able to make it, and we are not. I could have pushed the pedal, but then again, I do not want to engage here. Let this be a lesson to everybody how FSD works. Clearly, I could have made it, but then I didn't. And then there's no turn on red here as well. So it doesn't even matter. And it's kind of funny because on the stream that I'm watching myself here on my phone, I'm still, I just arrived on the intersection. It's kind of funny. A long delay on the stream. I'm way ahead of what you see. So we need to wait for the pedestrians here, which is obviously not helpful for all the traffic. And there's an opening now, and are we going? Yes. There's a curb. So they changed the traffic flow here. Yeah, fun to be had here. I'm not really sure if the stream will die with all those high buildings here next to me. But nevertheless, I'm recording it, so I'm still able to upload it later for anybody who's interested in seeing what may be missing on the stream. So, talking about missing, if you have chat messages, I do not see them. The only message I see is hi bro, and that's about it. Ah, okay, there's a concert going on here on the right hand side. I'm not really sure. Is that visible? No, probably not. I'm just looking at my own monitor, which is in real time here. Doesn't seem like it. No. Okay, hopefully this person doesn't forget to put it back into drive. Okay. I have seen people going backwards and then leaving it in gear. And then when the light turns, go backwards. Well, you get the most out of it today. I think it's St. Patrick's Day weekend, so people are dressing up in green already. And do what they can do on Monday, I guess. Yeah, that was definitely the wrong move, to leave the interstate and go through the city. But again, um, it's more interesting for you as a viewer to see FSD working in this sort of environment instead of just going straight on the interstate. I don't really need glasses right now because there's no sun. Let me see what other options are being offered right now. None. They're all taking the same amount of time. So, nope, not gonna do that. There was a Waymo just going from the right to the left across traffic. Actually, since there is not much to see here anyway, I will put this visualization display on so you can see a little bit more. So that white car is trying to get out of the parking spot. Somebody will have to let them in, and it will be FSD, most likely, if not the BMW in front of me. Is my audio still working okay? Yeah. Another Waymo going in the other direction. Oh, interesting. We did not let the car in. But if they would have known to just move it a bit, then they would have had it. So that's how this goes here. Stop and go. I'm amazed that the stream is. Oh no, now it is frozen a bit. Again, there's a delay before you hear that. It takes a while. If you do have questions, you can try to send a message on the chat. I may get it, I may not. Um, I'm not in control of this whole thing here in terms of how this works. Barefoot massage, health spa. Interesting. Seems to be closed. Boarded up. Yeah, that's gonna be some long way here going to the airport on this stretch. That was a big mistake. I should have taken over and stayed on the interstate. Oh, here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun. Okay, so this definitely will get me kind of in a situation where the stream could stop here because there's a pedestrian bridge right over me. Um, Kind of missing it a bit. I can see it when I look up, but I hope Starlink is not. I can see the stream is having some issues. But again, I'm recording it, so you can watch this later if you are interested. I will upload this, and that will be it. Let's see the delay myself here. I'm right under the bridge. Okay, I'm looking at the stream myself, so I'm traveling back in time to watch my own stream, just like you are seeing it at the time as of right now. It seems to work. Okay, well, not bad. So I'm not really sure if the right lane is a right turning lane or if it goes straight as well. I'm on Mad Max, so in theory, it should jump over and take advantage of that lane, but I don't know. It seems it has fallen asleep here. Okay, we made a little bit of way to the person next to me because they came over into the lane. So we could go straight here. Let me signal and see if we are going over. Yes, because again, we can go straight here. We don't have to be lining up. That's how I would drive. So you can make an influence in a way on FSD by signaling and then it goes over to the lane perhaps that you want to go. Um, so in other words, we just made good on a few cars here. Certainly on the guy that was next to me looking over and almost was crawling into my car trying to see what was going on. So, a little bit of a detour on my way to the airport. So there's a Waymo right coming up right next to me on the right lane, passing the Waymo, and As far as I remember, there is a way to get onto the interstate here. So why are we not going on the interstate right here? That's my question. Let me add a target here because I don't want to go the way it was telling me to go right now. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is a one-way. No, this is possible to go here. Okay. Edit the trip. Remove this one. So you have to be quick here with certain things if you want to make this work. Because what I want to do right now is get back on the interstate, which I mean, no, okay. Um, doesn't seem to help. So let me remove this and keep going. So the Waymo passed me again, even though we passed the Waymo before. It's kind of funny right here, close to the German embassy, on the right-hand side, where I picked up my passport a few weeks ago. I think going this way is more interesting anyway. So the Waymo is coming over in our lane. It's a race between the Waymo and the Cybertruck here. So as you can see, I'm just basically floating in this lane, sometimes even going a little bit over into the other lane because others are coming so far over. And that's not good. So go in the left lane, quick, quick, quick. See, that's very interesting because I did not see the scooter in my rear view mirror. And I obviously didn't really make an effort to look over my shoulder. But the car wasn't going. So FSD keeps you safe. Let me see if there's any messages. Not here. Not here. Okay. A VW convertible. Seems to be a nice shape. Nice. And off we go. A good day. Like a interesting license plate. So let me see what my son's schedule says here. 5 minutes remaining. So awesome, because we are still 9 miles away, but it may work out with customs and getting, your luggage and so on. So that might not be bad. I always have problems here trying to figure out which lane I need to be in with that intersection and the curve. But FSD did not hesitate. To my left is Grady Hospital, My wife used to work there for about 20 years, 20 plus years. So um, that was hard work. Rapid response team, saving people from dying, and we should not be in this lane because we want to go straight. So how's this going to be solved now? Oh, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. And then there is an island too. So let me get ready here because this is not good. Is this? Oh, it's just yellow. Okay. From the distance, it looked like it could be raised. Oh, we traveled this way so many times, my wife and I, when I picked her up from work. 12-hour shifts from 7 to 7:30. Some hard work. Okay, guys, just to prepare you, when I get back on the interstate and I take the exit to the airport, I will end up in a parking deck. And in the parking deck, I will not have any signal with my Starlink, which means I will end the stream beforehand. I may still, record, but we shall see. So this was costing me a lot of time not staying on the interstate because there was nothing gained on going to surface streets here. But either way, I'm switching back to hurry because I don't want to go too fast. And actually, my phone may ring too at some point. As soon as my son lands, he might call me, not knowing that I'm live streaming. So if that's the case, I may actually mute my microphone as well. Or let me get my headset out already so I can be prepared for that. Food banks. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to go back this way through the city. Most likely not, from what I see here. And I have to see if no, I probably will not live stream after that because I want to talk to my son about how he liked Germany and what was all going on. So that should be a private conversation, not be shared with everybody here. So yep, here we are back on the interstate. An hour later or so, I don't know. So far, 1 hour 33 minutes of a drive. It will take 7 more minutes to get to the airport, and there's actually a good exit here from the HOV lane, which I may take myself. So let me see what it does try to do here. Yeah, it's trying to get off earlier. So let me try to. No, of course it didn't do that. What I wanted to do, it tries to still get me off earlier and then go there. But I want to be on. Oh, come on. I want to be where you are. I want to go right here. Right there. Come on. Right there. Come on, come on. Unknown location. So what is it doing right now? Yep. That's what I want. So that's in 1.9 miles. And I'm not in the lane that I should be in. Come on. Let's go. I'm holding the indicator because I want to make it over into this lane here. Missed it. But we're coming up on that exit in half a mile, more or less. So, oh, 1 mile, okay. And here we go. And trying to edit my trip to remove that stop once I'm going up the ramp. No. So I might have to take over because it doesn't want to get me on this off ramp here. So now it does. Who knew? Okay. So there's a red light. We do have to stop. Okay. That reminds me, there used to be, or there still is on 75, it's an exit just like this, but it doesn't go over this whole thing here, the bridge. It does end. It's a T intersection. And years ago, I mean, maybe 10 years ago or longer, there was a bus that took this exit and didn't slow down and then realized the road ends, and it was basically shooting over that barrier. Let me go into hurry mode here. Shooting over this barrier, and was it a college team or so? Football team or so, and people died. So I put it in sloth mode because there's the police on the right hand side. And I'm going into the parking. So just to let you know, I keep recording this, but it will obviously not live stream at some point anymore. So I may just stop it then, but or it dies out on its own. So there's not really much that you have to do or I have to do, because Starlink is making that determination for us. So I need to go to arrivals, parking, in those 2 lanes here to my right, but it doesn't do this yet. It doesn't show me. So what is it doing now? Driving slower, thinking that I'm on the bottom part. I don't have anybody behind me, but actually we almost come to a standstill. So I'm pushing the pedal because that's not really what we want. Clearly it thinks I'm on the road below or somewhere else. Okay, so I'm pushing the pedal still because nothing happened. Okay. And here will be the end of the stream. So let me see if it goes into the parking. Oh, I have to remove my phone so I can open up the window. And we should stop right here. Oh, I can't get to the ticket. Ah, I have to get out to get the ticket. Yeah. Okay. And off we go. Actually, can leave the phone up here because I will not be able to roll the window down on the way out. So, and I'm not streaming on the way out anymore anyway. So the stream died. Okay. So I still talk because I'm actually recording, and so it still drives here in the parking, but space is available. So we need to make a hard turn. There are some barriers, so it goes back a bit. Not bad. Actually, let me turn off the stream. And oh, trying to park here, not bad. There's actually a good parking spot with a little bit of room next to it. All right, all right, all right. Not bad. So what I will do is I will go a little bit further. And another thing I need to do is I need to raise up the car because I don't really want anybody to get the camera. So I'm going into off-road mode and extract, and I'm extracting the car. And I will end the recording here. It parked itself, you saw that, not bad.